Hey everyone, it's Chris and welcome back to The Ridge. Today, we're going to discuss 3 essential gardening tips you need to employ now to get your tomatoes up and running and ready for a huge harvest. Join us.
Sweet Maple Ridge Farms. Come on now, everybody. Go!
Tip number 1, use a vibrating toothbrush to ensure all your tomato blossoms get pollinated. Now, did you know that tomato blossoms contain both male and female parts? And the way that it works is the wind gets them and it helps to transfer the pollen. So on windy days, that's great. But if you don't have windy days, your tomatoes are super bushy like ours are because, we fertilize and do all the stuff we're supposed to do. They may not get enough wind and so they might get pollinated. So to ensure every tomato blossom turns into an actual tomato, all you need to do is use this vibrating toothbrush to just vibrate every single one. So all I'm doing is just taking the toothbrush, and sometimes you can even see like a little tuft of pollen come out. But if you do this, sorry about this, if you do this, you are literally ensuring that each and every, tomato gets pollinated. And you can see down here, we already have some. So that's all you need to do there. Make sure that you do each and every one. It's as simple as that. And just doing this simple trick can significantly increase your tomato yields. You see how this tomato's turned into, it's turned from a nice blossom to a beautiful better boy that's gonna be perfect here in a couple weeks. And here also. I self-pollinated these last week and you can see they've already started. So this is definitely the trick to getting all your blossoms to turn into actual tomatoes. All right, tip number 2, use a bloom booster type fertilizer, such as Jack's Bloom Booster, which is a 10-30-20, when your plants start to show first signs of blossoms. Tomatoes are heavy feeders, especially when they're setting fruit. So what I like to use is Jack's Bloom Booster. Like I said, this 10-30-20, or you can use any sort of bloom booster that you want. But the Bloom Booster provides essential nutrients that promote flower and subsequent fruit development. The higher phosphorus content, it ensures blossoms, which leads to more tomatoes. If you look at these tomato plants, they're looking great. This one's about to flower. This is a mushroom basket. And over here is a brandywine. But the higher phosphorus content ensures more blossoms, which leads to more tomatoes. These plants are thriving because, they're getting the correct nutrition. I do also want to point out again the importance of stringing up your tomatoes, because on a windy day like today, they'll get blown over and they'll fall. So definitely make sure that you are securing your tomatoes. Tip number 3, ensure even and consistent watering. So tomatoes need a steady supply of water, to grow properly. Irregular watering can lead to problems like blossom end rot, or if you've ever had your tomato fruits crack. Cracking occurs when tomatoes take up water too quickly, causing the skin to split, and we definitely don't want that. To prevent this, we need to make sure that we water regularly, we water deeply, and we water consistently. Never let the soil dry out. Make sure that it's just moist, but it's never ever waterlogged. All right, everyone, and a 4th bonus tip we're going to provide, and that is to use mulch. using mulch around tomato plants and really other plants as well. These are peppers here. We have some zucchinis here. We have some cucumbers here. But using mulch around plants helps to retain the moisture level. It prevents the soil from drying out. And mulch helps maintain a consistent soil temperature. It helps to reduce evaporation so the soil stays moist. And it also reduces evaporation and suppresses weeds. Now, if you use wheat straw like we have, the only thing that's going to be growing through here are little wheat plants, but that's all right. We just pull them out. But definitely use mulch to keep the soil evenly moist and to keep your tomatoes and everybody from drying out. This is a huge tip, and I can't overstate how important it is. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We really appreciate it. I want to take you all over to our Roma tomato / like plum tomato style section. This is an Amish paste here. And he's sort of spindly looking a little bit. But look, he's got all these blossoms on him. And look, he even has 2 Amish paste tomatoes on over there. This is, this one is a San Marzano. There's 2 on him. Or her, whatever you want to say. 2 on this San Marzano. These Roma style tomatoes, these are Romas here. Those 2 there and there are San Marzanos. These things are just going crazy. Look at these Amish paste tomatoes. We've never grown them before, but man, do they look great. So there you have it, everybody. That's 3 tips plus a bonus tip on how to keep your tomatoes, but really a lot of other plants as well in your garden happy in the heat of summer, because it gets hot and that's when diseases spread. These plants get stressed out, and that's not what we want. And thanks to Prudent Daniel, our latest subscriber. All right, and now to pick the winner of our t-shirt. So in our last video, We told everyone to choose a number between 1 and 100 and to put it down in the comments. And you know what? We only had one taker. So regardless of what the winner is, or what the number is chosen rather, that person wins. But you know what? We're going to do the thing anyway. We're going to pick the number and stay with us. And we'll tell you who the winner is.